Hi everyone, I'm Zachary, and this is my schoolmate Cassandra.
We are part of the Holy Childhood Kidz.
We help kids all over the world.
It's all part of life at school. Study, play, pray, have fun, and learn.
About theater arts, and video editing, and growing stuff to eat.
And planning for our futures, and for the future of the whole world.
That's where Holy Childhood comes in.
Through Holy Childhood, kids all across Canada are helping to make the world a better place.
So join us on an adventure around the world. We will explore the lives of children who in some ways are just like us. In other ways, they live lives that are really, really different.
Together, we are the Holy Childhood Kidz. Together, we can make the world a better place.
Today, we are going to visit Thailand. From Canada, we have to travel over the Pacific Ocean and onto the region known as Southeast Asia. Thailand is bordered by Malaysia, Myanmar, Burma, Laos, and Cambodia.
Bangkok is Thailand's largest city. Its beautiful temples draw many tourists each year. The architecture and culture fascinate many who come to this country.
Thailand is often called the Land of Smiles. This is because the people are very friendly and welcome everyone to their beautiful country. A traditional way to say hello is to put your palms together like you are praying and make a small bow.
The culture of Thailand may be summed up in one word: religion. The arts and literature, social systems, habits and customs all center around the country's main religion.
There are 70 million people who live in Thailand. 95% are Buddhist, another 4% are Muslim and Hindu. The Catholics are less than 1%, and that amounts to 278,000 people.
But Thailand is a country known for religious tolerance, and the Catholic missionaries working there feel very comfortable.
We know each other. The monks are so good and kind to us because they say the wonderful things you try to do with our Buddhist people. And I've learned to be a bit Buddhist. You learn tolerance, and you learn so much.
The missionary church began in Thailand in the 16th century, when the country was known as Siam. Portuguese Dominicans arrived first, followed by Franciscans and Jesuits.
Today's Thailand's Catholic Church has 10 dioceses covering the entire country, but it is still very much a missionary church with many religious orders from North America and Europe, including the Redemptorists and the Oblates of Mary Immaculate. And many of today's missionaries, priests, religious sisters and brothers are Thai nationals.
Part of the reason the Catholic missionaries are so well liked is because they always done more than their share when it comes to building schools and hospitals both in the slums of Bangkok and all over Thailand's remote areas where the poorest of the poor live.
It's always been my dream to educate every kid in the slum. This is a big slum, and now the dream has expanded to all of the slums in the city.
Education is free for the people of Thailand, and school attendance is compulsory. But that does not mean that poor kids are getting an education. And that's where the missionaries really help out, building schools in the poorest areas and making sure there are teachers for them and that kids have the books and uniforms they need.
And that's where we kids at Holy Childhood come in. We have supported several schools all over the country and helped more than 5,000 students with books, nutrition, and medical care.
We have also supported many other programs, helping young pregnant women, supporting a home for them while they are having their babies, and helping with the follow-up care that includes food, medicine, clothing, and transportation.
Perhaps the most important support we have offered is in Thailand's HIV/AIDS crisis. When the HIV/AIDS epidemic hit Thailand, Catholic Relief Services jumped in, coordinating the relief and preventive activities of 35 agencies throughout the country. This includes the support of orphans and other survivors of the disease.
Canada's Holy Childhood Kidz have supported 3 programs for HIV-positive children, and that includes housing, food, and clothing. But the disease is not going away. Today, over 30,000 new cases of HIV are reported each year, and over 4,000 children are born with the illness each year.
There are lots of children out there who has been abandoned. There are children out there who have nobody to care. Adults, they've had their chance. Adults have AIDS because they've brought up on themselves. Children have AIDS because their parents.
Looking at a child who has AIDS, just putting a smile on their face can make your day. That's what I like, because when it touches you in the heart, that's when you realize you're doing the right thing.
When emergencies happen, Thailand's Catholics really pitch in. In the 1970s, when Indo-Chinese refugees were running from Vietnam and Cambodia and into Thailand at the end of the war, Catholic Relief Services went to work, providing food, shelter, and education for the refugees.
In 2004, the tsunami hit the entire South Asian world, killing more than 114,000 people in 12 countries. In Thailand, 6,000 people were killed along the southwestern coast.
Many of those people were tourists enjoying Thailand's beautiful beaches, but Thailand's fishing communities were also wiped out, with thousands dead and thousands more displaced.
Again, the Catholics went to work, feeding the survivors and helping the fishermen get new boats and equipment, and helping the kids get back to school. The trauma of this event will last for generations.
And the country's disasters are far from over. Many scientists believe the tsunami's force was connected to climate change, affecting all of us all over the world. In 2011, unprecedented flooding hit Thailand, in the capital city of Bangkok, and all throughout the country.
Hundreds died. Millions of people lost their homes and their livelihoods. Again, the church joined a national effort to help people get through the emergency and start to rebuild their lives.
Thailand's Catholic children love their faith. Even for street children and orphans who have known a very tough life, the practice of faith in a country that reveres spirituality comes very naturally.
We say Saturday Mass at 5 o'clock, and it's something never miss. Got 180 kids packed in that little chapel like sardines. They'll meditate for 5 minutes in total silence. All of our kindergarten kids meditate. Kindergarten kids. And they accept it as totally normal. They meditate for 5 minutes every morning. Totally normal. And we say morning prayers and we say night prayers. And then, of course, the 10 Commandments and all these things, but love your neighbor.
Thailand's children need our help, but by getting to know them better, we soon discover they have a lot to teach us.
So join us on this great learning adventure. Do a class project based on this video on Thailand. Write the Canadian Holy Childhood Association to get more background. Raise some money.
Holy Childhood will let you know how the money is spent. Above all, keep these children in Thailand in your prayers. For sure they will be praying for you. Together, all the Holy Childhood kids of the world are forming a huge circle of love. It's where you belong.